Good morning, guys. It is not morning, but that's okay. I actually didn't film anything last night after I finished the vlog, but I was up entirely too late. Unfortunately, just watching YouTube videos and wasting time, and that's also okay. It's very nice to sometimes be able to just kind of step back and take a breather. Yesterday's vlog was very, very long. Hope you guys enjoyed that. If you didn't, sorry. I know several people have been asking for longer vlogs, and I just kind of went off on this really long tangent about cameras yesterday. That's part of the reason why it's so much brighter in here right now, is because this camera, the Canon, does so much better when there's a lot of light. So what I'm thinking about doing is during the day, keep the blinds open in here so it's nice and bright. And then when it gets into the evening, either turn on my softbox back there, or normally I've got this light over here that I keep turned on, and it's just not terribly bright. So maybe put some brighter bulbs in it, or put a brighter lamp in here, or a second lamp, I don't know. I need to get rid of these yellow bulbs because they're really, really yellow. So when I'm filming in here at night, it's really yellow in here. But for the time being, I went back and I looked over some of my older videos. I did have the RX100 Mark III for a couple of weeks there. It was damaged and everything, so I ended up sending it back. It wasn't damaged, it was just scratched up and dinged up and everything. But I ended up sending it back because it was an Amazon warehouse thing. I've been looking at the Amazon warehouse again. Bad idea, I realize that. But just sort of keeping an eye out for it, because if I can find the RX100 Mark III for less than 600 bucks, I could probably sell my RX100 Mark I for 300, maybe less. One way or another, it wouldn't matter all that much. It's a tech review thing, so it doesn't matter if I'm able to make money on the things that I sell. I'm not really planning to, because I paid like 500 for the... Let's not go into that. One way or the other, I do still have the RX100 Mark I, so if I need higher quality video, I can always use that. And for the vlogs, I can just continue doing this and just make sure that we have decent lighting all the time. I've got to come up with a better way to light this office during the night though, because during the night, I literally have this one, you can kind of see that one light right there. That's all that I've got set up right now. I have a couple of little LED lamps over here in my giant mess over here. And of course the softbox is over here. But I'm not using all of these lights. I guess maybe what I could do is set up my very, very old soft boxes. I've got some of the big bulbs, the big white bulbs. I could stick some of them in the lamp here. I could stick some of them in the old soft boxes and just have this room thoroughly lit all the time. That's tempting. Oh, also, the next T-Blocks showed up today, so I'm gonna be unboxing that here in just a little bit after I have my lunch. Tomorrow it looks like the next Geek Fuel box is going to be arriving. Definitely looking forward to that. So actually before this video goes up, there will probably be a T-Blocks video go up, and then tomorrow, sometime in the afternoon, there will be a Geek Fuel box. Awesome. Lunchtime. So you're sitting on a Pringles can now. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and make my lunch. Peanut butter jelly, you know. Had a bit of a scare this morning I wanted to talk to you about. We'll share with you. Not a scare so much, just a holy crap, that's going to cost me an extra lots of money per month. With my work, they offer, I think I mentioned this the other day, they offer us benefits, incentives for doing their wellness program. So if we come in and finish the wellness program and tell them that we're not smokers, we receive, it's like $50 for doing the wellness survey, and then $150 for not being a smoker per month. And that's toward our health insurance premiums. Excellent. What I didn't realize is that in order to do that wellness thing, you have to actually go in for a screening, and the time limit in order to do that was about to elapse. It was about to be expired. So I got an email this morning saying, make sure you've registered for your time to do your wellness checkup by noon today. Like, crap. Because by the time I looked at it, it was 11:30. But the really cool thing about that is I went ahead and I started doing the registration thing online. I'm like, you know, I'm gonna have to drive into the office. I'm gonna have to take some time out. Christina's gonna have to drive into the office and take some time out. Just really inconvenient. But looking through the email a little more thoroughly, they have a whole section set up for remote employees, like myself, where basically you call up the company, you say, hey, I'm a remote employee, and then they send you a package, and they send somebody out to your house to actually do your wellness screening. So they're gonna come out and they're gonna do our weight, they're gonna do our height, they're gonna measure our blood pressure and everything, all for free, all included. And as a result, we're gonna be saving, I think it's a total of $400 a month off of our health insurance, making our health insurance extremely affordable. So definitely, big 2 thumbs up there. 2 thumbs up to the company that I work for and their health insurance company they're going through, the wellness program they're going through. And I don't know if you could see what I was doing there, but I've actually got my little peanut butter and jelly sandwich here on a scale. This is the way that I do all of my counting calorie stuff, is I put the stuff on the scale. The stuff I know how much it is, I'll put it on there, and then I'll hit 0, and then I'll put other food on there, and then I'll check the weight that it amounts up to. This peanut butter, for example, 34 grams of it is 190 calories. I use 17 grams of it, so that should be approximately 95 calories. So not too bad. And then I put some jelly on there, again, measure the jelly out, about 17 grams, that's about 10 calories. It's Splenda jelly. And then gonna take my little, this is what you've been sitting on for the last couple of minutes. Gonna take a handful of these, measure out how much. It's like 28 grams. And there you go, that's one serving, and that is lunch. Woohoo! That's definitely one thing that's really difficult about trying to lose weight in the way that I lost it, is making sure that you have accurate measurements. So having a scale like that in the kitchen, they're relatively inexpensive, 10, 15 bucks, sometimes 20 bucks if you go for a nicer one. You can get something like that and thoroughly keep track down to the gram of what you're eating. And if you know what's in that thing that you're eating, you should be able to tell roughly how many calories it is. Compare that versus how many you're supposed to take in per day. And you've got a rough estimate of how much you should be able to lose just by doing that. If you add an exercise on top of that, you're burning additional calories. That's also good. So I just came in the kitchen and I saw this guy on the back of the bench here. Not really sure what it is. It's teeny tiny. I mean, there's my finger kind of for scale. It's a little teeny tiny thing. And it kind of looks like a mantis, but those are big antennas on top of it. I don't know, you'll have to let me know what you think. For some reason, I'm not terrified of this little thing. Normally bugs I'm not good with. Yeah, interesting. By the way, I was bringing the nicer camera, the RX100 in here because just kind of wanted to do a little quick shot out here. Absolutely beautiful outside. Fall weather, light breeze, not too bad. Maybe a little bit too windy, but just look at that area right over there. Very golden and fall colors, a little bit of sun, nice cool afternoon. Loving it. So that may be a bit of an interesting way to kind of handle the camera situation, going back and forth like that. Where basically, for the majority of the stuff that I do, where I want to be able to look into the camera and see what's going on and not have to hold it way out far, I can use this camera. And then if I want to do something that is just particularly beautiful or I want the shot to be very pretty, I can swap over to using this thing. So it doesn't involve me having to buy a new camera, and I can use both sets of footage interchangeably. And if I just get a wild hair and I want to start doing everything 1080p 60, I can always just go exclusively to this. I just won't be able to see what's going on. Not so bad. Alrighty, Duncan has made it home from school, and I decided it was time to do something a little bit nice for him. Not sure how it's going to turn out for the family in the long run, but I guess we'll see. Not sure if you're familiar with our layout in here. But if you've seen it before, you may notice that it has changed a little bit. There's a bunch of stuff missing down in the entertainment center area. The Xbox just updated itself, that's why it's on. But Microsoft announced the update to Xbox to bring it up to Windows 10, stuff like that. So the Xbox 360 doesn't need to be downstairs anymore. So now we have a happy little boy. He's actually playing basketball right now, waiting for the Xbox to update itself. It hasn't been turned on in quite a while. But we had this little TV, the spare one. It's actually been sitting up there on his dresser for a while, sort of waiting for him to be old enough. And we have some understandings. What's our understanding, Duncan?
I forgot.
You forgot. Understanding being that we don't play after bedtime, and that when we tell you to stop playing, we stop playing, right?
Yeah.
So that way we have a good limit on the time that we play. So you're not playing 100% of the time.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the understanding kind of becomes that Duncan can sit here on his bed, maybe sit here with a friend, maybe sit here with me, hop up here. And he'll have the TV over there. You probably couldn't see anything because all the lights, but have the TV over there with the Xbox on it. You can watch Netflix on it. He has the Netflix Kids login set up, so he can do that. Won't have any actual cable or anything set up to it, but if he has any kids' DVDs he wants to watch, he could watch them up here. He's, of course, got the Disney Infinity and the Skylanders thing set up with an entire bucket full of Skylanders and Disney Infinity things. That should be lots of fun. Yeah. And now it's just a matter of waiting for it to update. And, of course, one of the things I had to do to even make room for this, for some reason, this picture, this is Willie Cauley-Stein. He was one of the stars of the UK basketball team last year. He's now a player on... Which team is Cauley-Stein on?
Kings.
He's on the Kings, okay. Well, that was one of Duncan's favorite players, and my niece, Haley, went out and got him a signed poster from him. Lots of hymns in that, but got Duncan a signed poster signed by Willie Cauley-Stein, which he absolutely loves, right? Because it's super cool. You want to play a card game?
Yeah.
Okay, maybe we'll do that.
Cars.
A Cars card game?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just going to go on record as saying mistakes have probably been made here. But one way or another, this is not the downstairs TV, so that's a good thing. Now it's just a matter of implementing systems of control and making sure that it doesn't go overboard. So I'm back down here, wow, bright light. Back down here messing with the Xbox One. Haven't really explored through the UI very much. But I've delved into the YouTube section of it. Kind of interesting to see the stuff that's going on. This is the same kind of stuff that's been going on for years. If you look through the science and technology category on YouTube, you're going to find an awful lot in there that's not science and or technology. I put these videos and people in blogs because it's about people, and it's a blog. It's a video blog. They don't have a video blogs or daily vlog category. But just looking through here, let's see. I'm seeing gaming. I'm seeing comedy. I'm seeing daily vlogging. I'm seeing Christina coming in because apparently the dog is freaking out. Yeah, just sort of a little bit of everything. I'm seeing an awful lot of iPad Pro unboxings, but a lot of daily vlogs, a lot of comedy, just things that are not science and tech. This used to be a really bad offense. YouTube used to do something about this, but apparently not so much anymore. Oh well. Welcome home from the couch. Did you have a good day? Stressful day? It was Friday. So at least you got a couple of days. And the dog is freaking out because that's what she does. She's getting all technologically on me. Got the Domino's app. There's even a little button there you can hit and talk into the app. See in the bottom left corner?
I don't want to talk into it.
You don't want to talk to it?
No, because I have a very strong accent.
Oh, and it may not be able to tell what's going on?
Yeah.
Duncan just helped me make a video. We got the T-blocks in today, and come here. Show him what you're wearing. He immediately, as soon as he saw stickers, he started grabbing stickers out of the box and putting them on. So now you're all stickered up. Captain T-blocks. Yet another I love technology moment. One of those she just ordered from Domino's. Not a sponsor, but I can go to their website and I can see the status, the progress of our pizza as it's being made. Very cool. That's very amusing. But you can see up here, you know, that we're firing it up. But you've also got the ability to leave a note of encouragement to the team. So you can say, keep up the good work, or I love Domino's, or you're my pizza heroes. Holy crap, that was fast. Apparently it's already done. I've got to get over to Domino's. And we've made it. Very, very nice little sunset over there. You see that, Duncan?
Yeah.
See the sunset? Awesome. We come bearing pizza. Ooh, pizza.
That's my part.
What? You don't get any pizza, Captain. And this thing, whoa. What is that? This cheesy something?
Cheesy garlic bread.
Cheesy garlic. Delicious.
I want some.
You don't get any.
Want some?
Yeah.
Messy, but...
Now me and Daddy are wrestling, getting ready to play Rocket League. He's down on the ground. Now we're wrestling right now. Bye bye. I'm too beat him.
I don't have a clue.
I'm beating
He's hurting me is what he's doing, so I'm gonna have to get him back. I don't think he's ticklish at all, do you? We call it a draw.
No. Squashing you.
Help! Somebody call 911. Somebody. Throw. Now what? Now what?
I give up.
Whomp. Body slammed.
I give up.
Yes. Experimenting with lighting in the office this evening. Yeah. Super bright. And super bright. And all the same color. It's a 5500 Kelvin, so it's more of a white light. Very nice and bright in here, so should look good. And Christina has told me that she's not a big fan of this light because it was in the living room before this, so now it's in my office and it's got work lights in it. It's got the kind of bulbs that I use for my filming, so good with me. And of course I can always turn these off and I've still got a lot of light in here from the other direction. I like it. I think I like it. And it's more like daylight color in here than that yellow color that we normally use. And actually I went ahead and turned off this light over here and it still doesn't look bad. I've got a lot of shadow, but you know, having that one super bright light on right there, it's just got three, what are the bulbs even? That lamp has 3 of these bulbs in it. They are soft white, 225 watt equivalent, 45 watt bulbs. They actually all came with these, but I used, each one of these takes 5 bulbs, and one of the middle bulbs was replaced with one of those massive bulbs over there. That's a I want to say it's a 300 watt equivalent, 70 watt. This is 225 and 45, so yeah, too much talk about lighting. I'm liking the color, I'm liking the way that it looks in here. And it's late in the evening. It's like, well, it's like 7 o'clock, but it's dark outside, and I'm still able to get good colored lighting in here. Loving it. And so what are we doing this evening? It's dark in here.
Watching the Kentucky game.
Yeah, I was gonna watch the game with them, but I need steps. I've been here working the whole day, and I didn't get all that many steps. So I'm gonna do this, walk and work and whatever else. Also, a bit of sad tidings. Our thoughts and our hearts go out to the people in Paris. The last time I looked, there were something like 60 confirmed deaths. It's just absolutely terrible. And apparently there was a tsunami in Japan. So terrible things happening in France, terrible things happening in Japan. Just thoughts and feels going all around. Hope everybody out there is okay. If any of you are in Paris or if you're in Japan, let us know if you're okay down in the comment section. Man, I've been having a pretty decent day, and I'm sorry for those of you who are not. Well, starting to get a little concerned. It's a little after 9 o'clock. We are without internet connection. So, not great. I called our local cable company and basically just said, what's going on? We've been down for like 20 or 30 minutes. I called them half hour ago. And they said, I don't know. Everything's fine. And they took my information. I figured I was just going to get transferred to tech support, or that they were just going to put in a ticket or something. I was on hold for like 15 minutes or something while I was on the phone with them. And basically at the end of the call it was, oh yeah, by the way, there's an outage where you are. Duh, I'm in the middle of it. I'm technical enough to know to reboot my router, to reboot my modem. None of those did anything. There's clearly a problem with the cable. Please fix it. So we've been down for about an hour now. If it stays down, okay, it'll suck, but whatever. I luckily do have the Verizon phone, so I can actually get online, and I can actually upload the vlog, any other videos that I make along the way, things like that. So that's definitely a good thing. Thumbs up there. Speaking of the vlog, I'm actually, while I've been down, I'm going ahead and editing the vlog. It's looking like it's going to be about 15 minutes again, so you guys will probably enjoy that. So did you like that book? We read Mr. Grumpy. When I was in London, I picked up 3 different books. They've got this whole series of Mr. Men books. There you go, you're in focus now. And we read Mr. Grumpy tonight. What happened to Mr. Grumpy?
He turned nice because he was going to get tickled if he wasn't.
Because he got tickled every time he was mean.
And I even see on the back page.
Yeah, you see
Number
Mr. Grumpy on
27.
there? He got tickled by Mr. Tickle because Mr. Tickle and Mr. Happy decided that he should try to be nicer.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, well we got a big day tomorrow, so you gotta get to sleep. You're gonna say night-night?
Night-night.
Night-night. We'll see you in the morning. Well, that was adorable and filmed on the Droid Turbo 2, so I decided to go ahead and include it. I didn't have this camera up there with me, so again, an example of use the camera that you got with you. Any camera with you is the best whatever. And it's only 10 o'clock, but I don't have any internet access, so I'm either gonna have to pull out a laptop and tether to the Droid Turbo 2 or go to bed. And I'm not about to go to bed, so I'll probably just do the Droid Turbo 2 thing. Well, it's like 10:45 or so. I was actually sitting here, I was tethered up. I hooked my desktop up to the Verizon Wi-Fi hotspot thing that I've got going through the Droid Turbo 2. That worked out very, very well. However, I was watching a video and I just happened to be clicking through tabs on my browser and I hit my RSS reader, which is an internal server, and it responded. And I'm like, wait a minute. So I looked over at the modem and I have lights. Hooray! So we were down for like, I'm gonna say 2.5 hours. I checked online and there was some sort of an accident. A pole went down. I think it was a car accident. I don't know. Somebody ran into a telephone pole, a telephone, cable, whatever else pole in an older part of town. And so that took down cable and telephone for, I guess, everybody in the area. So that kind of sucks. Funny that the cable company had no idea what was going on when I called, though. But anyway, happy to be back online. Loving this lighting. I mean, I'm going to keep saying that because even though these lights are putting out an awful lot of heat and they're using up a lot more electricity, they are still lower power than using traditional incandescent bulbs. And as long as I'm not using that big old light all the time, definitely not going to be too bad. I mean, basically, it's going to be into the evening for a little while. I'll use those lights. And the rest of the time, I'll have the windows open, the blinds open, and then occasionally have these lights on here. Not bad at all. And the heat that it's putting out, this is the time of year to have a little bit of heat, and it's not putting out all that much. I'm still very, very cold where I'm sitting right now. And I completely forgot to mention, I did finally get a chance to open up this little micro SD card, Sony 70 megabytes per second thing. Stuck it in my computer, and I tried Crystal Disk Mark on it. 95 megabytes per second read instead of 70, but it was only like a 20 megabytes per second write. I may have to test it again, I don't know. One way or the other though, it was definitely very, very impressive. And if I'm doing my math right, let's see, 20 megabytes per second write. And I'm pretty sure, I'm like 99% sure that the DJI Osmo does 60 megabits per second, which is like 7 or 8 megabytes per second, something like that. So yeah, this should definitely not be a problem. 20 megabytes per second write versus 8. So I'm definitely gonna be sticking this in the DJI Osmo and doing some more testing with it. But you know what? It's way too late. I'm probably going to go ahead and wrap this video up so I can get it rendered and uploaded. As always, thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you for all the constructive criticism and feedback and everything on yesterday's video. Sorry that it was so long. Sorry today's video is going to be kind of long. It's looking like it's going to be in the neighborhood of 20 minutes. But it seems like you guys kind of like the longer videos, so woo! But anyway, we will see you again tomorrow for lots and lots of fun, as well as day 100. See you then.